Hi, I'm Tom from Wakefield Music Tuition. Today I want to talk about some of the biggest mistakes I see beginners make. I'll walk you through them and explain why fixing a few small things early on can make learning feel so much easier. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching this video. This is the first in a series of short videos I've put together to address some common problems that students encounter based on my experience as a tutor. The tips aren't specific to any one instrument but are designed to provide guidance and encouragement. Whether you study music with me or whether you found this video through the algorithm, I hope you'll find something useful to take away. Today I will highlight 5 of the biggest mistakes I feel beginners make and give you some suggestions how you may overcome them. Let's get started. Mistake number 1, not practicing consistently. The first mistake is probably the most common, and that's not practicing consistently. I see it all the time. Beginners start with the best intentions, but life gets in the way, and you might think, I'll practice this later. I don't have enough time today. And before you know it, a week has gone by. But the truth is, even just 10 minutes a day of focused, intentional practice is far more effective than cramming an hour in once a week. It's not really about how long you practice for, it's about how regular you are. I've had students before who barely had any spare time, but just 10 to 15 minutes a day, done consistently, has led to significant improvements within just a few weeks. Mistake number 2. Avoiding the fundamentals. The second mistake I'll talk about is avoiding the fundamentals. These are things like scales, simple exercises and rudiments. They can feel boring, I get it. You want to play your favourite songs and you want to get there quickly. But skipping the basics is like trying to build a house without a solid foundation. Those small exercises train your hands, they train your rhythm and your coordination, and they help prevent bad habits from forming. Spend time with the basics and everything else becomes so much easier and much more enjoyable. Mistake number 3, not listening to music actively. The third mistake might sound strange at first, not listening to music properly. And by that I mean listening actively, not just having music on in the background. Beginners will often play their instrument but don't really pay close attention to phrasing, rhythm, tone or dynamics. Active listening trains your ear much faster. It builds musical intuition and shows you what good playing actually sounds like. So here's a simple task. Pick one song in the style you want to play and focus on just one element. Maybe the riff or the main melody. Listen to it repeatedly, internalise it, and then try to play it back just using your ear. Mistake number 4, not applying what you practice. Mistake number 4 is practicing exercises but never actually applying them to real music. You might spend a lot of time on scales or drum rudiments, but if they never make it into a song, they're only half useful. The real magic happens when you integrate them. A scale can become a riff, a rudiment becomes a groove, a short melody becomes part of a song. Practicing exercises in isolation is fine, but always ask yourself, how does what I'm learning connect to actual music? Mistake number 5, losing patience and giving up too soon. And finally for today, mistake number 5, losing patience. Learning an instrument is a long-term project, but we live in a time where we expect instant results, and beginners often feel frustrated when progress doesn't happen as quickly as they'd like it to. Maybe a phrase is taking weeks to get right, or there's a rhythm that just feels impossible to play, but that's completely normal. It's important though to track small wins, celebrate improvement, and remember that consistent effort will always pay off. Keeping a diary or a journal or making regular recordings of yourself can really help you hear how far you've come over time. Musicians aren't born with the ability to play. There are countless hours behind every confident player. But the ones who stick with it, even through the slow patches, are the ones who grow into capable, confident musicians. So there you have it, 5 of the biggest mistakes beginners make and some simple ways to avoid them. If you'd like more structured guidance, extra resources, or to book lessons with me, you can visit my website. The link is in the description below. You'll find information about my lessons, availability, and how I can help you move forward with your playing. If you found this video useful, feel free to subscribe for more beginners tips, leave a comment with any questions you've got, or let me know what topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.